Have you noticed how subscriptions quietly take over our life? On top of that, what if I told you most of our subscriptions are zombie payments? Yeah, zombie payments means alive in your bank and dead in your life. In this video, we are going to reveal how subscriptions quietly take over our money, and by the end, we will learn some techniques that help us take control back. There was a time when things were on. Software was bought once, music sat on shelves, movie lived on disc. My grandfather had a broad collection and didn't let us even touch them. But slowly and quietly, ownership disappeared. Photoshop stopped being a product and became Adobe Creative Cloud. Office became Microsoft 365. Entertainment turned to Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Apple TV, or so. Therefore, nothing ever finishes anymore. Means the new sales model is only still paying. At first glance, subscriptions feel harmless. Netflix used to feel cheap. Disney Plus and Spotify launch as a budget option. But subscriptions don't stay cheap. Prices rise slowly. Important features are only available if you pay more. 4K costs extra. Family sharing costs differently. While each increase feel minor but stack together, in the end, all these subscriptions together can cost more than the old cable bill without we left behind. $7.99 doesn't feel like 8. It feels small, at least smaller than 8. But the small number repeats every month. Therefore, over time, even tiny payments add up without noticing. Subscriptions work because our brains are easily tricked, and companies know exactly how. Once a subscription is on autopay, there is no moment of pain. There is no checkout, no decision, no friction. But this convenience makes us forget easily. Therefore, payment keep running automatically and silently. They feel generous, 7 days free, 30 days free. In the selling world, that's named the foot in the door technique, ethical and professional. But there is another fashion happening alongside. Free trials aren't really about helping us decide. Somehow they work because life gets busy and canceling gets forgotten. So these free days often turn into paid subscriptions, not because the service is amazing always, but because nothing stops the charges. Unlike signing up, which only takes a few seconds, canceling takes time. Logins, confirmations, surveys, or so. Therefore, it's easier to do nothing than cancel. Consequently, payment continue just because it's simple. But the real damage comes from zombies. No, I don't mean you. Keep away. I'm not Ellie, I'm your friend. You can even subscribe to my channel. I love my subscriber, even you. But I said, keep away, please. Okay. I was talking about zombie subscriptions, which refer to recurring charges for service we rarely or never use. For example, gym memberships never opened, a streaming platform that sit idle, fitness app barely checked. But canceling doesn't feel neutral. It kind of feels like giving up, like closing the door on a better version of ourselves. So payment continue and these cruel zombies keep alive on our balance sheet and actually dead in our life. Beside all that has been said so far, there are other reasons that make this model a lovely crush for companies. They remove uncertainty. Instead of selling something once and hoping people come back, subscriptions make money show up every month. But it doesn't stop there. Once someone subscribes, companies don't need to convince them again. They don't need a new sale. They just need things to stay the same. And because the money is recurring, investors love it. Revenue looks stable, growth looks predictable, so the company looks safer for investing. But The real advantage is how price can change. Rising a product price by $20, for example, can painful, while raising a subscription by just $1 feel like nothing. Hence, prices creep up quietly month after month. And because access is controlled, a feature can be locked, moved, or even removed. Upgrades can be pushed, and cheaper plans can slowly become worse. All this means subscriptions don't just create income, they create control, and it means a lot. This model is spreading over more frontiers. Nowadays, car companies experiment with subscriptions. For instance, on cold days, BMW lets your body get warm with heated seat only by paying a subscription. This plan, fortunately, has been cancelled. Mercedes-Benz forces you to pay monthly for extra acceleration if you want to excite your girlfriend. Also, everyday items moved toward auto delivery, pet food, toothbrush head, meal kit. What other product or service have you seen moving to subscriptions? Let me know in the comment. Most of those charge us every month. Eventually, more and more monthly payments pile up while our income stays fixed. And over time, that gap quietly eats our money. Here's the uncomfortable truth. This system didn't fool anyone, but it learned how we behave. We prefer things that are easy. They offer auto delivery. We like not having to think about payment. They provide autopay. We avoid extra steps whenever possible. They make several buttons for canceling. Companies build subscriptions that run in the background, so they don't take money all at once. They take a small amounts over a long time. Subscriptions themselves aren't really enemy. The real problem is losing track of them. So some simple rules can definitely help. Once every few months, pause and look at everything that charges you monthly. If a subscription isn't being used regularly, cancel it. Not forever, just for now. Free trials should be treated like a real purchase. Set a reminder on the same day, or cancel immediately and resubscribe only if the value is real. These small habits can help us avoid subscription traps, especially the ones that pretend to be free. But the only truly free one is subscribing to Cogniverse channel. And if this topic interested you, there is another tab you're already living in. Buy now, pay later. I've made a full video on that too. Peace.
Numbers rising when they say it's free. Hidden fees in the fine print you never see. One more trial, they leave you in. Before you know it, you can't begin again. Scrolling through the options every month, a new surprise. They know your weakness, yeah, they're clever and wise. Give in, break the cycle, gotta draw the line. Freedom's just a button away, it's time. Don't fall for the trick, it's a click and you're stuck. Caught in a loop, can't get enough. It's a sign you can't get no better, wake up before you slip into the subscription trap.